We are nearing the end to the group stage of the FIFA 2026 World Cup. It is the biggest tournament in football, only happens once every 4 years. It has gotten started in North America and it has been very much entertaining. All of the big teams have been performing, all of the big players, the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Haaland, Salah, etc., etc., etc. They've all been performing, and we've even had some heartwarming underdog stories such as Cape Verde, Iran, Curacao, etc. It has been a brilliant tournament so far, but as in with all tournaments, there have been some major talking points, and we want to dive into those today.
Yeah, sure, we can. It's cooking, it seems like, and it's now reaching to the point where the real World Cup is about to start.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's get in with our first talking point, and that is obviously on who will have their hands on the trophy on the 19th of July at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So before the World Cup began, we were talking about 8 major teams who we thought were the favorites and how they would line up. So any change in which teams can possibly win this trophy for you after watching the first 2 games?
Yeah, no, as we have already discussed, 8 teams almost. But if you ask me top 3 contenders, I would go for France, Argentina, and Spain. These are the teams which I liked most. They are
Especially
playing very good
Argentina.
football.
I think Argentina were very
Yeah,
unexpected.
Argentina and France are both very good. And there is surprise package of Norway also. If you ask me who are the next 3 teams, I will go for the Netherlands, England, and Portugal. Maybe Brazil also, because Portugal is a good team, but they played well in second game, but they were against Uzbekistan, the lowest ranked team in the World Cup. So I don't say anything about that. But in the first game, they were not
They're uninspiring.
good. Yeah, so it's now cooking, I must say. Teams are getting in the grooves, and some of the teams, maybe they are form teams, they will come into their form later. But yeah, overall it's a good World Cup going on. I would say if you want to choose one, I will go for France this time.
Yeah.
Because they have the real team, real squad, and yeah.
Were you
the
expecting
best
France to
quality.
be favorites before the tournament?
Yes, that's what the idea means. I thought France will win.
So no
And
change.
Yeah, no change. Maybe Spain are very close second, Argentina third.
Yeah. Did Spain's performance against Cape Verde put you off in any way?
No, Spain. Yeah, Spain had so many chances against Cape Verde. They hit the post and they hit the bar and all these things. Some very easy chances wasted by Torres. So yeah, they played well in that game. But Cape Verde were very inspired, I must say.
Yeah.
And they could get the point, and that was not a fluke. They played well against Uruguay also. Again, another draw. Argentina and Uruguay Spain and Uruguay by no means are they are the real big teams.
Yeah.
So Cape Verde drawing both of them is something. Yeah,
And
that just tell us that increasing the number of teams from 32 to 48.
It's a good
Everybody
idea.
was criticizing that.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah, I must say, yeah, it has increased the number of games. It has increased the everything, number of games, and all these other things. But for these teams which have been benefited by it, it's amazing for them.
yeah, it is.
Yes.
And you didn't touch on Germany in this discussion. Do you see them as possible contenders?
Germany are good team, yeah. But then with Germany, their first 11 is not doing much. That's what I could see. First game against Curacao, I think the Curacao was too easy for them. But second game against Ivory Coast, it was even game. By the time Undo came back and took the game from. So Undo was very inspired. I think that's because he's not playing in the first 11, maybe. But yeah, Germany, I don't feel like they are in the second bracket. I would say not in the top bracket.
So the top bracket: Argentina, France, and Spain.
Yeah, I will go for that. France, Spain, Argentina.
Yeah, those are the big teams.
Yes.
Right. Moving on to our second talking point, and this one has received a lot of traction in the last few weeks. The hydration breaks, newly introduced by FIFA for player safety. There's been a lot of criticism from both players and managers Virgil van Dijk was annoyed by these. He said when he watches the games, he finds it very annoying for spectators, especially when you have to go to commercial break for 3 minutes every time the hydration break comes. Many managers such as Didier Deschamps have also said that it ruins the momentum of the game, and Mauricio Pochettino said it's a bit unnecessary sometimes, it's not always needed. A lot of criticism for the hydration breaks.
Yeah, but before last year when we saw the World Cup, Club World Cup, and then there was a lot of talk of the heat and players' health and all that. So in order to take care of that, FIFA introduced this. I must say they did good. They thought of player safety first.
Rather thinking about the money.
Yeah, I don't know, because today only Infantino has made a statement that FIFA is not earning any money from these hydration breaks. So I don't see why he will tell a lie. So they might not be earning, but the whole thing was the safety of players, because and for that they have put in this hydration break, because some of the I would agree that if the game is in the north of America or in Canada, temperatures are not that severe right now. But when you play in Miami, Texas, outdoors, in indoor stadiums are still okay, but there is a lot of heat, a lot of temperatures. So Miami especially, so they need breaks, and so they have made it uniform. Each game will have this hydration break. Yes, I will agree with the players where they this momentum, what we say, shift of momentum in some of the games where we are watching it, it's clear shift of momentum once the hydration break is there, and this hydration break being used by coaches in order to change the tactics, put some points forward to the players, and they are using it. But it's common for every team, so they can all use it in their own ways. For me, a player's safety first, and that is why I always support hydration break, whatever it is. There are a lot of booing around, but yes, then because it was the talk for player safety, players health, player everything. So players are important, because if players are not there, who will we celebrate? So it's a good step by FIFA. And yeah, it should
Are there
be
any
there.
improvements you think that should be taken at least to these?
No, I think it's okay. It's just 3 minutes, and just is making the games little longer. But yeah, that somewhere we have to compromise.
Do you feel that it would be maybe a possible change in the future, that you don't allow the players to go to the manager, you just give them the water bottles near the touchline, the staff give them, and maybe make the hydration breaks a bit shorter as well?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, shorter means, what can be shorter than 3 minutes? But yes, they need not to. But if they are going to manager, each team is going to manager, so they can change the tactics. Means it's not like some of the teams are going, some of the teams are not going. It's not playing level playing field. It's a level playing field. Everybody can go. Everybody can. It's like the game of, instead of game of 2 halves, now the game is of 4 halves. Just like this. American football, basketball, all these. So 4 halves, and then each half you can change the tactics. Yes, sometimes for football, the main point is when the game is warming up, players are warming up, we are getting into the game, and then the hydration break comes in. So it is just not good for the viewer and for the players also. One thing I would say is that it will have effect on the muscle injuries, because you are stopping playing might affect the muscles. They are not really because muscles need some tuning up and warm up and all these things. So that might be a problem. But overall, I agree with them. That's right. There should be a hydration break. We have to think about player safety.
Yeah, last point to discuss, definitely not one we'd expect to talk about in 2026, but here we are. The Messi versus Ronaldo debate has been reignited by these two living legends who are still doing it in their late 30s and early 40s. Messi was the one who began the show in his match against Algeria, where he netted his first ever World Cup hat-trick. Before then securing a brace against Austria, he's now become, no player has more goals at the World Cup than Lionel Messi. Ronaldo then had to break a few records of his own against Uzbekistan after a poor performance against DR Congo in the first game. He scored 2 goals and became the first ever player to score at 6 different World Cups, as well as the highest scoring Portuguese player at all World Cups, overtaking Eusebio. So
Yeah,
is that
that's
debate
great.
still on for you?
Yeah, the debate will always be on because these are two very, very talented, amazing players, and we are so fortunate to watch them in this World Cup. Because if you go by the age, they should not be playing in this World Cup. But both of them at 41 and now Messi turned 39 today, they are playing this game, and we are fortunate to see them. And the quality is not compromised. They are playing at highest
Just
level.
adapted in their own
If
ways.
a person, if a player at 41 is playing like Ronaldo, you can imagine means, and he's playing and sprinting, fighting with 20-year-old, 25-year-old Kusanov, the defender Uzbekistan was playing. He's the Man City defender with 21 years age. So he was playing against him yesterday. So we must celebrate them and we must enjoy them while they are playing. But if in my view Messi is contributing more to his team rather than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is more out and out striker type. He needs a lot of service from the flanks, crosses and all these. Messi is making things happen on his own. So he's everywhere. He's dribbling, he's passing, he's moving everywhere. But Ronaldo is not doing that. But that's how they play. That's how they are playing since years. So they can't change it now. But I must say both of them are amazing players.
Yeah, in videos at both the Euros 2 years back and also pre-tournament, you were criticizing Ronaldo a lot.
Yeah, Ronaldo, I would still say we will never find this out if we don't put someone else in place of Ronaldo. So yesterday Uzbekistan were very poor, so Ronaldo could score a couple of goals, but against Congo, where Congo had a solid defense, Ronaldo could not do anything. So for me, you will never find it out until and unless you put a young player there and see how he is playing. Rafael Leao, if you put him there, what will happen? He might end up scoring more goals than Ronaldo and do more defensive work, so that way that might help team more. I don't know, but yes, I was criticizing, but at the other end, 41-year-old player playing at this level still is amazing.
And what about a possible matchup in the quarters? How historic would that be?
Yeah, that will be amazing. Although they have played against each other a lot when they were in La Liga, but at the World Cup stage, both of them, yeah, that
Last
would
World
be
Cup,
amazing.
most likely for both. It would be
Yeah,
something.
we were saying this in the last World Cup also, so you never know.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next one. We've got a lot of videos to bring you for this World Cup. Thank you.